may have some different layouts for the way your city works. So here's what I'm doing. All right, we're going to start by removing everything from the play area. Like always, take this down. Now, this is a mid-sized city over here, but a lot of you will have your GB area pretty much like this. So what we're going to do here is take out the GBs, which most everybody has the same amount or the same types. Some of you are missing certain ones, some of you are not, some of you have extras, but the basic rule still follows. Group them in terms of size and then move forward. Okay, we're going to take the largest one, which is this one, always towards the back. Leave room in the back for that 2x1s. Then we have the 6. Put those in line. 7s. Put these in line. 4. The 5s. This is 6. I don't have this one in my other worlds. By the time I decided, I took it down at one point, so 4s. That's a 7. That's Town Hall. You could use that too if you want. And this is also a 6. So here's what we have. You basically, what you try to do is lay them out in such a way that you lay the biggest ones to the outside. We did that already before, right? In this case, everybody has Alexandria shoved in the corner somewhere. A road's going to come up the side. You're going to have these two over here, all right, to the outside. They got to be put down, all right? You could almost put this one there, but you can't. Take the 6. That's a 5, huh? All right. Leave room for the 1x2s inside of there. And what you do is you start laying the road out. One, two, three, 4. That might not be a good idea putting that 4 there, but it could go here like that. And here's where we can follow the idea of putting the zoos out next to it, or this thing here. You get 2 spaces in the back for the 1x2s. Now your roads are connected back there. You see, 2 roads are touching most of your GBs. Unfortunately, you got to bring this back this way. You might have to revamp this. You gotta make it to the end over here. See that? Boom. All the way down to touch this one. See how it touches that one there? Then you can put your 1x2s back there. Now you manage to group at this point here all these little things together so that they work. Probably the 3x, maybe this one would be better here. All right. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I need to connect the road to other things. And once that's done, so you basically laid out your GBs in one area. Put your roads to that area, okay? Touching on the back over here, see that? Probably would have gotten off by running the road in the back there. But in this way here, you can run some 1x's there, 1x1s, and 2x1s all the way up the front here. That's your basic setup on that. All right. Now we're going to look at the rest of the building setups. What you should look for. For example, the whole idea, it's pretty common sense. You see this 3x3s, right? You remember the monastery? I didn't have the monastery on one of them. You can make that monastery fit there. And then some of these things can come here and fill that up there. But you use minimal roads to get this. Now on this side here, you want to maximize what goes there. Going all the way down to meet up with these at the end over there. One thing you can use is some of the event buildings you want. The 5s. A lot of them are going to be 4s. So you might go with 4s on this one. Keep 5 up here. Right? If you keep 5 up here. Now remember, somewhere along the line, you got it. Somewhere along the line, you have to intersect a road going that way to do something here. The 2s can go by there like SOKs or something like that. And then back here, you come over with the other roads. Now, here's the thing that I want to show you. When you put clumping buildings together, okay, you have to decide what kind of buildings you have. Are they going to be coming on? Are they going to be coming off? Are you going to change every event? Some people do. You know, how many do you have? Let's take this small group, for example. The idea is also the same. You take these and you lay them out. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. These are 4 wide, right? You can put these here like that, 4 wide, and bring them down all the way to the end. Stick your monastery in there. A couple of blanks or 1x's. How is that possible? All right. And then you had a Temple of Artemis here, which is this side. Look at that. So what you're doing is you're ending the cloister and making it individual, and you maxed out by using less rows. Instead of running rows up the middle, rows up the side, all these are touched by a road. And those where they are not touched, you fill it with two. So that little block is complete. So your city's going to remain the same. And then you repeat with other blocks. For example, let's say you got a bunch of 5 bys and a bunch of 3s. Well, look how that goes. So if you start that here, okay, and you got a 4, we all have these. But you don't have any more of those big 4x4 events and stuff like that. Well, you can start running these down the line that are 3s, for example, whichever way you have them set. Okay, and then you can do your fills with the ones and the 2s, and then mix orders adds a ones to those. All right, and if that's your setup right there, go ahead. That's your second block. Okay. Now what do you have here? You have 1, 2. Everybody's got some of these. Sounds of even one of these, and that's a Temple of Artemis there, which is a 2x3. I'm looking for an SOK. Oh, 2 of these right there. Boom. See, they don't have to be put. These things don't have to be put in one area. They can go. This is what we most do. We just run a long line and run them 2 to the side. This is why I opted for these. That's 3 points right there, which would need. I have to get one more of these to equal the same amount of 3 points. You know, this one here is 3 points, right? But I also get 5 goods, um, a bunch of supplies, and a bunch of coins. That's almost the same, same distance as 3 of these. But look at the amount of road I'm running on that. I'm just touching it on one side of the faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where on this one I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to touch 3 sides, and all I get is SOKs, and they can be plundered. So the idea is now you have access to the edges by putting things that you are not going to move anytime soon on these edges. And by using minimal rows, like in this example right here, you connect it, you touch this, and you touch this. This only has one row touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piece can fit there, right? So what you do at this point is you look for something that's 5. The insane asylum is up there. Like this could fit down here. See? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. You have something that's 4 because a road's got to go straight through, right? A 4x5. Oh, look, I got a 4x5 here. Here's my 4x5. A crow's nest, 5. But that stops the road. Okay, you can leave that up there. You could leave that up there. Fill that up. And in my case, I just got to look for another 5 lengths. And this is why it's relaxing when you do it this way. Here's another one. Put that on the edge there. You're never going to touch that again. There's the train. Same width. Put the train to the edge up there somewhere. Boom. You're done with that. And you got something else there. The hyperdrome. There you go. One. Now look what's amazing with this. I can take the road here now, start it here, touch that ship, and then turn the right angle there. Now, as opposed to running one whole road up here to touch both sides of this thing, I ran one road here, touch two sides of this, but it will also serve as the hyperdome, for example, can go there. You know, I don't know how many pieces I got on here, but once this goes up there, I'm completing I'm completing my layout by maximizing the amount of spaces I have and giving myself the most bang for my buck, so to speak, on the road. Uh-huh. Hyperdome is there. Now, mind you, I'm just doing it here so we can show you. Uh, Pavilions are 4. I have a bunch of these pavilions because I need to make me a lot of supplies. I'm headed into Mars era, so the more I have, the more supplies I can get. All right, so then we head on over. I got some stupid decorations on there, but the pavilions, I take those and put them to the side right there. They got to go down, so I might as well run it up the line, maximizing that space. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I don't know what I'm going to use for 5, but they can be. What is 5 is the Sakura Rock thing, but I got to run a road up the middle. These are ran best sideways. You know, run them this way as opposed to this way, because you only have to touch one point on one of these things, like where it says it needs a road, like this one here, the Gishi Pond. So you can touch that on the side here and then run the roads this way. And this one over here has got to have a road too. So it's got to be on the opposite end. So if you got one here and one here, you have to have a road. But if a road comes this way and then one this way, you could put them on the corner. There you go. Now, I don't need to touch the whole blimp, right? So now I can run a road up this way, running me a multitude of threes, and so on and so on. But the idea is you go ahead and you set your blocks. When you get off after you've done this area, you set your blocks and you maximize and you keep those pieces moving. What you don't want to do is run 2 roads, double roads. As you when I go back to this, you're going to see something. I'm going to go back to the way it was because I already had this one set up the way I want. This was to show you. When you go back, look how many roads I have. Double-sided roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 military things of these roads. And if I want to set production, all I got to do is move stuff around a little bit. What happened here? The graphics vanished on it. I hope not. All right. So with the minimal amount of 2-lane roads, I have the maximum amount of stuff that I need. Now, if I wanted to produce things, which I don't because I have these things producing them, which only require one lane, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20. Look how many goods. 5 goods, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55 goods a day. Oh, yeah.